Hi everyone, welcome back to another new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. Today we've got this field over here to harvest. Daggerwin's just making a start in the combine. This is another soybean field, and of course the price of soybeans is just about at the best. I think we've just past the best month actually. June is the best month. We're just into July, but it should still be a decent price. So we'll sell these straight off the field today and try and get as much money as we can for them. We've also got the potato field. One of the potato fields anyway is ready. The first one we did. So we'll get that harvested, or at least start harvesting that. It's going to be a very slow job though. It's not like a combine, it's about half a metre working width or something on this small harvester. There's a couple of options we can do with harvesting, but both of them are very slow. There's no quick way of harvesting the potatoes, but we've only got two smallish areas, so it doesn't matter too much if we don't get it all done today. It's not like we're trying to free up one of the bigger fields for a new crop. Potatoes is always a fairly slow job anyway. Even if you've got the bigger machines, they're still quite slow. It's the combine unloaded. I won't just sell this amount though, I'll make sure we get a full load before we sell it. So I'll show you the potato machines that are available in the potato technology section. Harvester wise, we've got this one here, which is 6,200 with a 1.6 metre working width, but that doesn't collect. That's just going to drop the potatoes, I think, back on the ground. It's just going to lift them up and then drop them, which is quicker for a start, but then you've got to collect them all off the ground, which is going to take a while. The other option is this one here, which is a bit more expensive at 8,500, but it does have a small hopper, and I think you can load that straight into a trailer possibly. Well, it does look quite low. I'm not sure exactly how that one works, but that's only got a half a metre working width though, at 4 miles an hour. So yeah, it's going to be quite slow if we go for that one. But really they're the only two we can afford, because there are planters there, and then these harvesters are all 200,000. So yeah, not an ideal way of doing it, but that's all we can afford to do at the moment. I think we'll go for that one, unless we collect it up with a front loader bucket. Okay, I'm just heading down to the shop. I've just had a word with Daggerwin, and probably going to go for the one that drops the potatoes back on the ground, so then we can collect them off the ground with the front loader. It's not going to be quick, but I think it will still be slightly quicker than doing it with the other machine, which has only got a half a metre working width, which is really narrow, and that would take a very long time. This one's a 1.6 metre working width, so it's quite a bit bigger. So although we'll have to collect them with front loaders, still, well, we'll see how it goes. Not done it before, so we'll just have to see, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So I think I'll buy that one next. It's also a bit cheaper as well, which is a bonus. So we're going to go for this one. Only a tiny machine, 35 horsepower required, so yeah, we'll buy that. Go on, I've brought the Zeta down. It doesn't need much horsepower, so this is the ideal tractor for it. I'll get this hooked up. I don't know why that's moving around so much, it's weird. And then we'll head up to our potato field. So this will be interesting, first time using this machine, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. There's no funny glitches with it, because again it's a mod. I always worry about mods on multiplayer. Do seem to get some funny problems with them sometimes, not always, but occasionally. Anyway, we'll head back up to the field. So the helper's doing the combining now, making some very good progress with that size of header. That field will be done in no time. It's a big improvement over the old one. I know a few of you were not happy that it wasn't as a brand new combine. You know, it's still a big improvement over what we had. I think it was worth getting. Obviously there's no way we're going to be affording a Class Lexian combine or anything as big as that. You know, we've got to go for what we can afford. Right, so let's see how this works then. We're at the potato field now. Switched it on. So I'm assuming it's going to just drop a line of potatoes on the floor. Well, I can't see any. Not sure whether it's working or not. It doesn't look too promising at the moment. Whether I'm doing something wrong. It's lowered, but it seems to be just deleting potatoes. Pretty strange. I think when I've used one of these similar, not this one, but something similar before, and I'm sure it just drops a line of potatoes on the ground behind you, which you can then collect up. That might have been in FS19 though, probably not in FS22. So, what does it say then? It still says there's a potato crop though, but I can't see any. So that's strange. It's definitely ready to harvest. Or remove foliage. Maybe we have to do that first. I'm not sure. But it is removing the foliage. You'd have thought it would still work, even without the foliage removed. I know in FS19 it did work. Well, Daggerwin's just taken over. He's just been messing about. Wasn't working initially, and then suddenly it just started to work. So, I don't know, it's weird. It's a bit strange. Daggerwin says he's used that machine before and it was working for him last time. So, obviously on a different map. So I'm not sure, it's weird. It seems to be a bit glitchy. Now it seems to be working a bit. I'm getting some potatoes anyway. Only works going across. It's strange. So, try again. You can see now, you can see the potatoes coming up, but it's not. I'm sure we're losing a lot because there's hardly any dropping. It's very, very odd that. I'm not too sure. We're losing loads of potatoes here doing this. Still stumped now. So you have to go in one direction. I don't know, it's strange. That can't be right. It's obviously not the tops, because if it was the tops it wouldn't work at all. But then, see if it works now, going in this direction. Yeah, you see that's working. It's very odd. So maybe if I only go in that direction, we'll be able to harvest potatoes. It's very annoying, but at least we'll be able to harvest them. The alternative is we could try and sell this and get the other one, but then we're going to lose money on that. Don't really want to be doing that. It does work if you go in that direction, so if I go round, back again, and then just only travel in one direction, it seems to work. So that's a tedious way of doing it, but at least we can get it to work doing that. I think I'll have to time lapse this. It's a bit of a slow job. I'll do a bit, see how it goes, and I'll get back to you.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight. Didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say.
Okay, so I've made some good progress with the potato lifting. Daggerwin has started moving them out of the way with the front loader and trailer, but we've just been discussing what to do with them, and the price at the moment is about as bad as it gets, which is unfortunate. So we're not going to be selling them today. We're going to have to keep them out of the way somewhere, and then we'll sell them when the price increases in the future. The combine's finished the harvest, so this can come back to the yard now. This is what we needed again for a bit because there's no field ready. And we'll just swap jobs, but then I think something happens to the potato harvest, I'm not sure. Everyone seems to be having some trouble with it. Did it get stuck on a stump or something? Maybe if he resets it. Okay, he's freed it now. I think I don't know what was going on there. That was a bit strange. But anyway, yeah, we've swapped jobs now. Managed to shove it off into the front loader from whatever it was stuck on, although there's nothing there, which is a bit strange. I'm going to start loading this trailer with some more potatoes off the floor. He's bought this really quite big bucket, good capacity bucket this, so it does not take too long to load. It's actually quicker than lifting them. I was worried this would be the slow bit if we only had a small bucket, but this MX bucket has got quite a high capacity really for a front loader, so yeah, it's get quite a lot in, it's fine. Just a few bucketfuls will fill the trailer. And then we're tipping them in the yard just out in the corner there. So as long as it's not in the way, it should be fine in the yard. Hopefully that should be fine there. There's a tree stump there which is a bit annoying and in the way, that needs removing. We keep finding all these stumps that keep getting everywhere. It's so easy to miss when you remove them. But yeah, I'll keep doing this. I'll keep collecting up the potatoes off the floor, tipping them in the yard, and then we'll be selling them, I think, winter time sometime. I didn't remember the exact date, but I think it's probably around December. Seems to be December's quite a popular month for selling stuff. It seems to be quite a good month for selling, price-wise. So we're unfortunately not going to make any money out of these potatoes for a while. But eventually, when we come to sell them, we should get a reasonable amount. Obviously, it's not a big field, this, so we're not expecting thousands, but we should get a few thousand for them. It's just something a bit different, really. I think the main reason Daggerwin wants to do them is just because otherwise we're just doing trees and arable crops, combinable crops. But if we do potatoes as well, it might not be the most profitable thing, but it just adds a bit of interest to the series rather than just doing the same things all the time. Because you've got to get a balance between interesting jobs and obviously trying to make as much money as possible. If we wanted to make as much money as possible, we'd just do silage back to back. That would get very boring. So, you know, we've got to be sensible about it. We've got to do various different jobs and try and make money in different ways. I think that's more fun anyway than just doing one job all the time. But everyone's got their different opinions on what's fun in the game, and that's good, really. Everyone enjoys different things. But I like to do lots of different little jobs, and a good balance of different jobs makes it more interesting, I think. Anyway, we'll time-lapse the rest of this. I'll speak to you again when all the potatoes are moved. Okay, that's all the potatoes cleared. I've ended up swapping tractors there because my game went off and I had to rejoin. So Daggerwin's taken over on the Massey tractor and I went back to this one. But anyway, got it all done. That's the whole potato field cleared. We will have another potato field to do in the future, one over the other side. But for now, that's all the potatoes done. So I'll drop the bucket off, and then the next job will be to drill the field that we harvested earlier on, the soybean field. Although I didn't get involved much with that. That was more Daggerwin's job, but I will help drill it. or I'll get the drills on anyway and drill that field. Probably thinking of doing either wheat or oats or something this time. I don't want to have two canola fields because the one on the left here is canola, so the one on the right will drill something different. Probably oats, because that's a fast growing crop. So I'll get one set of drills on. I'm sure this trailer's moved, I don't remember leaving it in front of the drills, but I'll move it out of the way. Maybe I did, I can't remember. I'll move it over here so it's not in the way. Oh, I also need to sell the furniture today because that's its best price in July, as we established at the end of the last episode. So we'll do that today after we've got this other field drilled. Now, it would be good to try and get this field drilled today because then we'll have it growing overnight and into the next day, and we'll give it a head start. Which means we'll be a month ahead when we come to harvest it again the next time. Low on fertiliser. I have to go and get a bag of fertiliser off that trailer before I start. So I'll get on the forklift. Rather than messing about trying to get the drills close to the trailer, I'll put this bag down somewhere out of the way and then I'll get a fertiliser. Oh, there isn't any fertiliser bags on the trailer, so what I have to do, I think there's some at the yard. I'll go and get one from the yard. I don't want to be buying anymore. I'll head over to the yard with the forklift. We'll go and grab a fertiliser bag. Here we are, yeah, there's two here. Don't know whether I'll be able to get both of them on the forklift, I doubt it. I'll get the one that looks fuller, this one on the right. The other one looks like it's almost empty actually, so I won't bother with that one. Unless I can get it on as well. I'll try and get them both on. Not sure whether we will. Might do actually. With this one being smaller, it might just fit. There we go. Two fertiliser bags. It can lift them just, I think. I think it's quite heavy for it, but it's managing. So we'll take this over to the drill, and then we can start drilling this field on the right. Yeah, the backhand's flying up, so yeah, it's definitely got some weight on the front there. But it seems to be able to lift more than the front loader. Tractor and front loader. Right, so I'll get this behind the drills and we should be able to fill them up. There we go. We have to put some in the other drill as well. Yeah, that one's full, so I'll put the rest in the other drill. Yeah, there was nothing in that drill, in that bag, sorry. Right, time to start drilling. So we'll be doing, I think we'll do oats in this field. So I think that's the fastest growing crop. Be good to get some quick money in from the oats, and there also should be a decent price, I think, in the winter when they'll be ready. So yeah, I'll get on with this. We'll get this field drilled. Well, this is a bit strange. I've I'm sure if you look back at the footage, I'm sure both drills were set to oats. I'm sure the drills were on oats down at the bottom there. But for some reason it's been drilling, and I haven't realised it's been drilling canola and oats. So that's good. You go back in the video if you want and look, but I'm 100% sure I was on oats. So I don't know how that's happened. I'm sure it wasn't set to canola and oats. So that's very annoying. So I don't really fancy going up the whole field again, so we're going to have a bit of a weird harvest next time. I've definitely set them both to oats this time, but yeah, that's weird. Oh dear. Yeah, if you look back on and see, I'm going to look back myself as well when I edit this, but I'm sure they were both on oats. I'm sure it just had oats at the bottom there, not two different crops. I think I would have noticed if it was set to two different things. I was looking at the map and wondering why some of it was green and some of it was yellow. I didn't know what that was about. And then I suddenly realised, oh no, it's not doing two different crops, is it? And I checked and it is. So, yeah, that's annoying. It's kind of my fault, I suppose, for not noticing quicker, but I'm sure I had them both set to oats. So I did check before I started that it was on oats. At least this part of the field is going to be all oats. They're also going to be ready at different times. So we're going to have an oat harvest, and then a bit later on we're going to have whatever didn't get harvested to do with canola. Although the worry is we're going to probably drive over the canola when we're harvesting the oats, so it's going to be a bit of a mess. It's annoying. This is the issue with having two separate drills on the same setup. It does seem to happen sometimes. I don't know why it does it, but I keep saying it, but I'm sure it was on oats. Anyway, it's done now. I thought it was also using a lot of fertiliser, so that's why it was, because it was half drilling canola. As you can see there, Daggerwin is finishing the rolling off. So that's all rolled. And that's it, I think that's the field done. Well, I might just go around the headland again and just try and tidy up some of the canola and turn that into oats. I don't know, I'll just go around the edge. I can't remember which, is it the outside drill that was drilling the wrong crop? I'm not sure. One of them was. Or was it both? You can see where it's removing the rolling texture. It's where it's re-drilling with oats now. But yeah, it's a mess now. The mini-map looks a mess. So we've got half canola, half oats. At least it wasn't the big field. That's the positive. At least we're having drilling the small field. I've drilled the small field wrong. Anyway, there we go. That'll do. Don't really fancy going over the whole field again. It'll need rolling again as well. But I don't know how that happened. It's strange. I'll put the drills back over here now. Done with them. That one over here. And then next job is selling these two pallets. That's two. Yeah, two furniture pallets to sell. Oh, now I've dropped the drill. Should I drop both of them? There we go. Right, furniture pallets. Where's the forklift? Over there. Daggerwin was using the forklift to bring me some more fertiliser. Although I wouldn't have needed that fertiliser if I'd noticed that I was doing two different crops. It would have been enough, I think. Anyway, I'll get the forklift over. Okay, here we are with the forklift. So I'll get these two pallets picked up and around the back of the carpentry, and we'll get them loaded onto the trailer. So the price for these pallets is at its highest at the moment. in July, so that's why I'm selling them now. One on top of the other like we did last time. We managed to make one trip to get to the trailer rather than taking them both separately. There we go. Right, take them around to the trailer and we'll get them sold. I'm using the log trailer because it'll do the job. It's only 2 pallets. It's easier to reverse than the other one anyway. That'll do. Right, let's go and get these sold. So I don't know what we're going to get for these, but the price, like I say, is at its best now, so this is about the maximum we can possibly get for 2 pallets of furniture. Probably around 5,000, I would guess. We'll see. We've still got the silage bales to sell as well, but of course the best price for them is in the winter, December I think again, or January, so we're leaving them I think, unless we're desperate for the money. We'll leave them until the winter to sell them, we'll get more money from that way. And here we sell furniture. There we go. Oh wow, not too bad at all there. Over 8,000 for that, so that's pretty good. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed that. Started off reasonably well. Obviously I've messed up, or it's messed up. I think I blame the drills. But yeah, it got messed up at the end there, doing the field badly, but at least we'll still get a crop even though it's 2 different crops in the same field. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.